Hello Pranay, how are you?
Sam, fine. How about you?
I'm also fine, Pranay. So Pranay, tell me one thing. Till now, the time which you have spent in IMUmate, I think it's been around a month. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many mock interviews you have given in this one?
So almost 14 to 15 mock interviews I have given over the month.
Okay, fine, Pranay. So let's begin with your interview. So Pranay, give me a brief introduction of yourself.
Yes, sir. So my name is Pranay Patil, and I belong to a small city called Basawal, which is situated in Jalgaon district, Maharashtra. As far my education is concerned, I have completed my secondary and higher secondary education from Maharashtra board, securing an aggregate of 86% in my 10th and a PCM of 70% in my 12th. Apart from that, coming to my family background, I belong to a nuclear family. In my family, apart from my parents, I got one sibling. She is my elder sister. My father by occupation, he's a farmer. Earlier, he used to work in oil drilling industry, widely known as oil field. But later, he switched his occupation into farming. My mother by occupation, she's a great homemaker. That was all about my family. Now coming to my hobbies. In my free time, I mostly prefer to watch movies, and I do some other home workouts as well in terms of physical activities. Now coming to my goals in my life. My current goal is to crack the sponsorship of any of the companies, and my greater goal is to raise the standard of my family, socially and financially, both. So that was all about me, sir.
Okay, Pranay. Why Merchant Navy?
So I want to join Merchant Navy because it gives me an opportunity to do something different. As the work on board is tough, both at physical as well as at mental level, along with an hectic schedule with a lot of responsibilities. I think that it makes an individual more tough, focused, responsible, and challenges his or her time management skills as well. Apart from all of this, as the people on board are from different part of the country and often are from different part of the world, due to the great cultural diversity on board, I think that it makes an individual more cultured, which eventually contributes in the development of his or her personality as well. And apart from all of this, the main reason why I want to join Merchant Navy is that this profession is capable of providing me a financial freedom at very young age with a good financial growth, which will eventually help me to support my family financially. So that's the reason, sir, why I want to join Merchant Navy.
Pranay, tell me one thing. People want their life to be easy, but you are going in a field where life is little tough. So, why do you want to go in such a field where life is tough?
Because I think that this profession, like, I think that the tough things, there is a quote I would like to give here. A tough time makes a tough people. Tough people makes an easy time. Easy time makes a weak people, and weak people makes a tough time. From that, we here we get that as the tougher will be your life, the more better human you will be in your upcoming future. And I want to see the better self of mine, and that's the reasons that why I'm getting into this field.
Okay, Pranay. So you mentioned that you are from Bhusawal, Maharashtra. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me something about your city?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned before, I belong to a city known as Bhusawal, which is situated in Jalgaon district, Maharashtra, which is a Khandesh part of Maharashtra. Coming to my cities, it is situated at the bank of a Tapti river, and it is widely famous for the production of bananas. As my whole Jalgaon district itself is a major exporter of bananas to the whole my Maharashtra state itself. And the one more thing about my city is that it is a major junction for the Central Railway of India. Coming to its history, it was a village known as Bhusgaon, but as soon as after the Britishers take over our country itself, it was later, as soon as it was the Central Railway hub, it was converted into the city.
Okay, Pranay, perfect. Can you tell me what are your strengths?
So my strength is that I'm a good leader. I believe in taking initiatives, and I'm a hardworking person.
So Pranay, how can I believe that you are a good leader and you like to take initiative? Any examples?
Yes, sir. So I was a former dance choreographer of my school. So being a choreographer, my job was to choreograph each and every dance function which was about to held in the school function. So my work was to choreograph the group, and being a choreographer, my job was to take each and every guy along with me. No matter as in a group, people may differ my ideologies, but may differ with the potential itself. Some people are good at the performances, Some people have a sense of hesitation and a sense of nervousness while being on stage. And I think as I was the leader of the team, I took everybody along with me whenever I was working as a choreographer. And I think while doing it, so I've justified my leadership qualities.
Okay, Pranay. And what are your weakness?
So my weakness, so being a human, I got couple of weakness. But the weakness, what I consider to be as a prominent one, is that I often lack the consistency in my work. Although I try a lot to maintain the streak of my daily routine, but don't know due to some reasons, often the flow of my routine disrupts, and that's the thing currently on which I'm working right now.
Okay, Pranay. So has it been a challenge for you in your past?
Not really, sir, but it affected me in my academics, like in my 10th standard, in my 12th standard, and yeah, it has affected me to a certain extent.
Okay, Pranay. Fine. Can you tell me what are were the skills you learned in lockdown?
So this, I would not say skill, but the quality what I developed while being in lockdown was uh, quality of handling and isolation. Cause as in lockdown, the home was more like a cage to us, and the same feeling a sailor faces while being on board. And I think I have managed it to overcome it up to a certain extent.
Okay, Pranay. Can you tell me what was the toughest moment of your life?
So the toughest moment of my life was the decision of joining merchant navy. Because while doing it so, I was getting a lot of resistance from my relatives and my society itself, which was also affecting me psychologically as well. Questioning my own reality that whatever am I doing, is that really good for me from any means? But still, I didn't give up. I stood still and I started proceeding forward towards my goal. And that whole phase of my life I consider to be as the toughest phase of my life.
Okay, Pranay. Fine. So can you tell me what is Archimedes principle?
Yes, sir. So Archimedes' principle states that whenever an object is fully or partially immersed in a fluid, it experiences an upthrust known as buoyant force, which is equal to the weight of a fluid displaced by an object.
Okay, Pranay. So if I put a 1 kg wood log and a 1 kg metal plate, which will float and which will sink?
So the wooden block will float
Why so?
because of the density of a wood is lesser than the steel itself.
Okay, fine, Pranay. Can you tell me what is Pascal's law?
Yes, sir. So the Pascal law states that the pressure applied at any point of an enclosed fluid, it's transmitted equally and n-dimensionally to each and every point of a fluid, including the wall of the container as well.
So can you give me any of its example?
Yes, sir. The real life example is working of a syringe.
Okay, Pranay, fine. So can you tell me what do you mean by reflection?
Yes, the reflection whenever a light passes from a denser medium to a rarer medium and falls on any of the surface. Uh, when the angle of incident exists, the critical angle, it reflects back into the same medium through which it came. That the whole phenomenon is known as reflection.
Pranay, I think you got confused between reflection and refraction.
No, sir. I said that. Okay. I will like to repeat again. Whenever
Yeah.
a light falls on any of the plane surface, it bounces back in the same plane. That whole phenomenon is known as reflection.
Okay, fine. Now okay, Pranay. So can you tell me why is it difficult to cook food at higher altitudes?
Because the pressure at high altitudes is very less. As if we know that by Gay-Lussac law, pressure is directly proportional to the temperature. As soon as the pressure decreases, the temperature also decreases, and it also affects the cooking of a food as well. It consumes a lot of time.
Fine. Pranay, can you tell me what is Rayleigh scattering?
So Rayleigh scattering law consists of states that the scattering of light is inversely proportional to the wavelength raised to the power 4.
So can you tell any of its application?
So the application is that the sky appears dark blue at night. It's one of its application of Rayleigh scattering.
Okay, fine. Sky appears dark blue at night.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So can you tell me what is Doppler's effect?
Yes, sir. So Doppler's effect refers to the change in a wave frequency due to the constant motion between the source and its observer.
Okay, fine. Can you tell me what is Heisenberg uncertainty principle?
Yes, sir. So Heisenberg uncertainty principle states that it is impossible to determine both the position and the momentum of an object at a simultaneously.
Okay. Can you tell me what is Kepler's second law?
Yes, sir. So Kepler's second law is known as uh, law of area, which states that the radius vector drawn from the planet to the sun serves equal area at equal interval of time.
Okay, fine. So can you tell me what are the conditions required for total internal reflection?
So the condition is that the light should be passed from a denser medium to a rarer medium. And the second condition is that the angle of incidence should exist the critical angle.
So can you tell me any of its real life example?
Yes, sir. The real life example of total internal reflection is mirage.
Okay, perfect. So can you tell me what causes refraction?
So it causes whenever a light passes from one medium to another, and if it is denser, it causes denser. In most of the case, it is denser. It changes the diversion in its path, and that's the reason what is called refraction.
So what is the reason behind this diversion in the path?
Okay, so the velocity of a light decreases. That's why it got diverted.
Not only decreases, it depends on the medium. Okay, it can
Yes, sir.
increase also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pranay, fine. So can you tell me what is buoyant force?
Yes, sir. So buoyant force is the opposite force acting of gravitational force, which is the force exerted by the fluid when when an object is immersed in it.
Okay, Pranay. So can you tell me what is ideal gas equation?
Yes, sir. Ideal gas equation is the equation which relates all the variables or which are related to the gas, that are pressure, volume, and temperature. Its equation is PV is equals to nRT.
What is the value of R?
So R is a universal gas constant, and its value is 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin.
Okay, perfect. Can you tell me what is the composition of air?
Yes, sir. So composition of air, I would like to say that it consists of 78.09% of nitrogen, 20.95% of oxygen, 0.93% of argon, and 0.03% of carbon dioxide. Apart from that, there are some of the other gases as well, but they are present in a small proportion, so they can be neglected.
Okay. What do you mean by inertia?
So inertia is the tendency of an object to oppose the uh, change in its equilibrium. Equilibrium that it is either in a rest or in a uniform motion.
Okay, perfect. So can you tell me what do you mean by archipelago?
Yes, sir. Archipelago can be given as a narrow strip of land which connects which with the sea situated on its either side, and it connects two larger area of lands.
Okay. Can you give any of its example?
Yes, sir. Malay Archipelago.
Okay, perfect. What is peninsula?
So peninsula is the, I would say, a land which is covered by the water body on from its three direction, and it is connected to its mainland from one direction.
Any of its example?
So India itself, India is a peninsula.
Okay, perfect. Why do season change?
So it is because Earth's axis of rotation is tilted with respect to its orbital plane. So as we know that Earth revolves around the sun. So at a certain position, if it is hemisphere is facing towards the sun, it is summer to be expected in that hemisphere. And as soon as it changes its position, and if that hemisphere away from the sun, then it is winter to be expected in that hemisphere.
Okay, perfect. What is the direction of Japan with respect to India?
So it is situated in east, not in specifically, but slightly northeast, slightly.
Okay, perfect. Can you tell me what is the difference between sea and ocean?
Yes, sir. So the major difference between the seas and ocean is one of the geographical sizes, where oceans are tend to be much bigger than the seas. And first of all, I would like to go that what is a sea? Sea is a water body which is mainly situated where the land and ocean meets. And oceans are the largest water body on the Earth's surface, which is mainly situated between two continents.
Okay, friend. Okay. Can you tell me the sea route from Mumbai to Gibraltar?
Yes, sir. So from Mumbai port, passing through Arabian Sea and the Gulf of Aden, passing through the state of Bab el Mandeb, you'll reach to Red Sea. And from Red Sea, passing through Gulf of Suez and Suez Canal, you'll reach to Medi Sea, what we often refer as Mediterranean Sea. And from Mediterranean Sea, further moving towards it, near the state of Gibraltar, just Gibraltar is situated.
Okay, friend. So can you tell me the significance of Suez Canal?
Yes, sir. So the significance of a Suez Canal, I would like to say that it is one of the important canals in the world. When it was blocked by ever given, it generated a loss of $1 million. And I would like to say its significance because it plays an important role to connect the South Asia with the European part.
Okay, perfect. So can you tell me in which continent Argentina is located?
So South America.
Okay, perfect. So can you tell me, Pranay, till now the time which you have spent in IMUmate, how is your experience till now?
So the experience is actually great. Like the mentors are actually helping me. They are supporting me in my growth. And the one who are in the companies or the one who are sponsored, they always try to give me a tips and the things which you keep in mind while which I will keep in mind when I wanted to go for an interview. And they are actually supporting me from all the me.
Pranay, can you tell me how is discussion session helping you in improvement, in your improvement?
So it is actually helping because at my initials I wasn't able to speak a single word properly, but by the time, as you can see me, I can able to at least represent myself properly. So from that you can understand that how significant the discussion session is.
Okay, Pranay, perfect. It was great interviewing you, and I hope that you get sponsored from your dream company. And I wish you all the best. And thank you
So
so much.
okay, sir.